Hey y'all. Happy today is Monday. I always have to think about it when I go live. Hey y'all. Hey friend. What's up, y'all? Hey. I'm happy y'all are here. I'm really happy you guys are here. Thank you for taking time to see what I got to chat about. I really appreciate you. Hey friend. Thank you. I appreciate y'all clicking on my live. I'm excited to chat with you guys about friendship alignment. If you're here and you're in that season, I think you're really going to enjoy this live. If you have a friend, hey Raquel, if you have a friend who would enjoy this conversation, I want you to tag them, send it to them, tell them, call them, and tell them to get on this live. Let's chat a little bit. Hey friend. Hey YouTube, y'all. I'm trying to grow my YouTube. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed to my YouTube. I really appreciate you guys so much. Hey TikTok of the Tick, what's up? Hey y'all, listen. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Y'all, I'm glad that you're catching this too. I just felt led to stop for a second and chat with you guys. I think a lot of times when it comes to friendship, and I posted about this today, we forget how much autonomy we have over our lives. You know what I mean? I think for years, I think for me, it was so much guilt associated with me not wanting to be certain people's friends or connected to certain people. It was a lot of guilt there because it wasn't that they necessarily had done anything to me or something had happened. It just didn't feel, there just was no alignment there. And so with time, I've learned to be free in what I want and be not just free in what I want, but sure, certain. You know what I mean? It was about 2 or 3 years ago where I was experiencing a lot of things, like wondering if the people I call friends were actually my friends. You know, like, are they really my friends? Like, do they, you know what I'm saying? Do they really rock with me like that? Like, seriously. And I just kind of got tired of that. I feel like I'm going to be 35. So I probably was 31, 32 at the moment at that during that time. And I was just like, I feel like this is not healthy. Like, I don't like the idea of wondering about you. I don't like the idea of trying to like figure you out and see if you in or you out. Or and then I got to a place too where I would have good news to share, and the people that I would call, I didn't necessarily feel safe calling them. That they were just in closest proximity to me. You know what I mean? And I started to realize, like, even with like good news, because some people, they do well with you, you know, when your life is, you going through things, you distracted, you down and out, you having some trials, some tribulation. A lot of people will do well with that because they can resonate with that more, unfortunately, especially broken people. But when you get into your growth era and you're healing and you're evolving and you're winning and your business is starting to thrive, your marriage is starting to thrive, you know, you will realize that some people just don't have the capacity for you. They literally cannot afford you, and you can't afford them either. It's a big, you know what I'm saying? You can't afford them, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you're a bad person or they're a bad person. But some people just, they can't afford you. So I think coming to accept that some people, as good, as much, as loving, as kind as they are, sometimes, right? I've had to learn to do away with relationships that cause me to question my own value in your life. I feel like when people actually want you in your life, that question does not come into play. Are we really friends? Are we cool? Like talking about, so hey mom, look at me squinting with my glasses on. But that question doesn't even, those questions don't come into play. So I'm grateful to God for the boundaries that He's given me to put into place. Y'all see this? My brother brought BJ Pampers. Can't be mad about that, right? But the boundaries he's given me to execute and implement into my life have just really been groundbreaking for me in terms of my own sanity and peace. Because I no longer have friendships with people that I do not align with, right? And what does that look like for me? People who make effort for me in the same way I make effort for them. I ain't got to be your best friend. I ain't got to be considered one of your closest friends, but I appreciate people who make me feel, number one, seen. You know what I mean? Like, like I wanna. If we're friends, don't low maintenance me, because people are picking up these terms that's coming into play, so that they can have a green light to be sorry friends. And I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's we doing ourselves a disservice with these terms. Being a low maintenance friend does not mean that you are literally low. out of pocket. Nobody ever talks to you or sees you. That's not what it means to be low maintenance. Low maintenance means you're self sufficient. So I don't need you to, every time I get dressed, I don't need you to tell me I'm pretty. I already know that. Like, I don't need you to, send me an affirmation every day because I've already been with the Lord. I'm good. I got my confidence up for the day. I don't need you to I don't need that. You know what I mean? That's what low maintenance means. I don't need that. But a lot of people are in fact high maintenance because they're insecure and all these things. But I think a lot of us pick up that low maintenance term so that we don't have to make effort for our friends. And I think that's really, really unfortunate. I think that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Me and Raquel. So I feel like Raquel and I have an organic connection. And let's just talk, since we're talking about friendship alignment, I feel like me and Raquel have an organic connection where we just get it. And that's where I'm at in my life. Like if the friendship is easy, it's just, it works for me. I think what we find, the thing that we find a lot of people doing, and why a lot of us are so dissatisfied with our relationships and all the things, I feel like that's because we force a lot of our connections. We feel like because we work in the same space, or we have these things alike, or we do these things alike. You know what I mean? Because we do these things alike, then we should be friends. No, I genuinely feel like if the connection isn't organic and easy, like it's both, like, I don't want it. I don't want it. In the moment that I try to, if I wonder or think if you like me, I'm out of there. I would check out, and I've learned to do that without even announcing it. I would quietly quit a relationship. Y'all judge me. I would quietly quit because I can tell in that subtle moment what you just said or what you just did that you're not gonna work with me like that, and it's okay. Like, my feelings will be hurt. I will be grieved, but I will move on. I will continue to grow. I don't do well with that. So even in my post today, I was talking about how as kids we would talk about, we would boldly say, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, I'm good, right? I don't want to be your friend anymore. And I feel like we should get back to that. I feel like we too old, we too grown. I'm 34, so I'm sure I'm talking to people around about my age or a little bit older than me, right? We are too old to be in a relationship with people that, one, we don't feel comfortable with, we don't feel safe with. We don't even feel safe with them. You know what I mean? And trying to make it a friendship. Some things, hey friend, thank you for my gift. I think I got one on TikTok. But I think a lot of things are absolutely avoidable. And stressing out from relationships and people and carrying on, y'all, it's just a no. It's just, we just, at some point, it gets to a point. What Sister Glow say? Missionary Glorilla said, at the end of the day gotta end. That's where I'm at in my life. Like, it works or it doesn't work. You like me or you don't like me. And either way, I can accept that. I can accept your rejection. My relationship with rejection is getting better and better. And I need to encourage somebody else today. Your relationship with rejection needs to be strong. It needs to be better and better, because it's always God's way of redirecting you, of not allowing you to be connected to people that you should not be connected with. And I've had to learn that some people, I've celebrated how they've shown up in my life, love them, right? Because at some point they were the best friend for that season of my life. Like, we had a good time. Like, I was able to kiki and all that kind of stuff with them. But as I've grown, and even as they've grown, because I think sometimes we forget that people outgrow us too. Like, you are not the supreme friend that got it. I'm just saying. There are some people who don't want to necessarily be connected to me because they feel they cannot afford me or I'm too expensive. One of them. And that's okay. But let me tell you what I am going to do in my life. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. I'm going to have some SOPs. I'm going to have some standard operating procedures. Because it's okay to, listen, there's nobody that I'm better than. I want to say this. There is nobody in the world that I'm better than. But there are things, behaviors that are beneath me. And I don't want to operate that way. So the moment I pick up on you being weird, you throwing a little shade, I was just like, I don't take lightly to stuff like that. They kind of carrying on. Or like the fact that if I notice when you greet somebody else, when in our same proximity, we in this group of people, this community of people, and I realize, and I think a lot of people think this is petty, but this is a thing of mine, and I'm gonna always shout it from the rooftop. When people don't smile when they greet you, But you see them when somebody else walking the room, they, hey, that's your friend. They don't like you. I don't care if I didn't see my friend last week. If my friend come to my Raquel on here, if I see Raquel right now, I'm gonna be free. I love you, cause that's just me. Like, I miss you. I'm excited to see you. You know what I mean? But if people can withstand your presence without even acknowledging it, that's insane. And I feel like a lot of us, you ain't gonna speak today? No, stop doing it. Just get away. Stop questioning people on why they moving, how they moving, and just get gone. And I'm all for quietly quitting because sometimes I think when we try to gain closure, it causes more chaos, especially with people who don't even like themselves. A lot of people, they can't like you. They don't even know where to start with beginning to like you because they genuinely do not like themselves. And so many people are wrestling with their insecurities and their own thoughts and all these things, it makes it, it makes it really hard for them to embrace other people. But I'm so secure within myself. I feel like I'm pretty whole. I'm pretty well, right? So I do well with embracing other people and liking people because I'm sure of myself. I'm certain of myself. But a lot of people are not. You know what I'm saying? And that would make me expensive to a certain group of people. I'm sure. So I just wanted to encourage you to stand firm in who you are. And if you don't want it, don't accept it. If you feel like you can do better, you probably can. You understand what I'm saying? If you feel like you can do better, you probably can. And I just wanted to take a moment on this good old Monday to encourage y'all that you probably can. There's a new episode of Friendfusion dropping tomorrow with Jackie Hill Perry, and I'm super excited about this conversation, y'all. We're talking about criticism. Walking through fire is what I've titled the episode. And we're talking about criticism in every aspect, from having a public platform to relationships to marriage and even motherhood and all the things. Me and Jackie unpacked so much, and I really feel like if you've been in a season where you feel like you're walking through fire and from criticism of just the people that you love and know, the people you don't know or whatever, and criticism even that you may face within yourself, like your the inner thoughts you're having, you're conflicted with that. I promise you this episode is going to help you push the envelope a little bit in terms of getting to the other side of this. I really enjoyed my conversation with Jackie, number one, because Jackie is just so transparent and vulnerable. And I know a lot of y'all were cackling at the the video that we posted yesterday of me saying she didn't want to hug me. I was joking with her because listen, my girl did not, and I was okay with that. Because listen, I come back to this, and I'm not talking about Jackie, but in general, friendship alignment. It's okay if people aren't like you, and it's okay if people don't like you. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I want us to go back to our childhood where we were like, I want y'all to come back. All of us, I really want us to like take autonomy over our lives again and be like, you know what? I think they're a nice person, but they don't rock with me like that, or like, like whatever it is. That's not Jackie's case, of course, but that just made me think about that again. Because some people, we just keep trying to force that thing, and I just want to encourage you to stop. You don't have to. You don't have to force that thing. But anyway, our conversation is very, very, very insightful, vulnerable, and transparent and straightforward. If you know anything about my personality, I'm very direct. And Jackie's personality she's also a very direct personality. So I think you guys would really enjoy it. We're night and day. I make Jackie cringe because Jackie is not a hugger. So you guys gotta watch it so y'all can see me make Jackie hug. It's quite hilarious. And I was reflecting on this episode today because, of course, we all know Jackie's testimony. It is so interesting to me it could never matter to me because it's a card that people can't pull it could never actually matter to me. But I just want to, if you're a believer, if you're listening, I want you to hear this. What if everybody judged you for your transparency and your vulnerability? Yeah, let people be. Let people be. Let it be. Just let people be. I think we do such a good job at making people feel unaccepted as believers, and I think that is so cringe. I think the most unfortunate thing that I've experienced since knowing Jackie and me and Megan being our mutual friend, is that so many people try and um create something because of what they think they know. It's just insane. I told somebody the other day, I think I tweeted it too, right? I tweeted it, I committed my first and last theft at 4 years old because my mama whipped my hand so good I ain't thought about stealing ever since. It's not gonna happen. But the vulnerability and sharing that publicly, to me it was just funny to me. But imagine, like, I get into the certain space or a room and somebody's purse goes missing. Well, you did tweet that time. Like, I just think it's okay to, and I know, I get it, I understand, but there's a lot that you don't understand. I just want you to remember that, okay? There's a lot that you do not understand, regardless of what you see, regardless of what you think you know. There's so much that you don't, especially when you get 30-second clips and 1 minute clips. It's like there's so much that you don't know. And even if you got the full hour conversation, it will still leave you with another 30 something years of a person's life that you don't know. So be gracious, be kind. Y'all know what Friend Fusion is all about. Let me tell you, just in case you don't know, Friend Fusion is about protecting one another, loving one another, right? For real, for real. On Friend Fusion, we learn the value of other people. Okay, we learn what it means to value other people in our relationships. Okay, we're not, everybody is not disposable. Everybody, we don't do the cancel culture. We don't do any of that. And so, if you guys will take some time today and look at my logo for Friend Fusion, it's a shield. It's two F's that face one another, and it creates a shield, right? And I think we, especially, I'm gonna say this, especially to believers who align with me in this regard, when we think about what it means to have brothers and sisters in Christ, we should be a shield, not participating in the darts coming at them and all that kind of stuff. I think we should be a shield, and that's what true friendship is. I feel it's safety here. It's refuge here. It's empathy here. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage y'all, to all of us. I would say that because I don't think I'm exempt. There are moments for all of us. I don't think I'm exempt. I'm gonna just say what I said. I'm not exempt. I just think we could all do better about embracing who people have become, and rather than trying to always remember what they were. I think all of us deserve that. If that make any sense, I hope I said that right. Embrace who you become, right? And not who you were. Because some of us on here, we had some, okay, we done had some lifestyles. We've been tricked out, broke out, dumbed out, stupid out. And look at us. We made it. And all I'm saying is, let's continue to like live in that perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's okay. Friendship alignment. Listen, I enjoyed talking to you guys. I pray that y'all have a great rest of the week. My heart is so excited to release this episode to y'all tomorrow, exclusively in Patreon. If you're not subscribed to my Patreon, you may want to get over there for this episode because it is the only way you're going to see it. What happens in my Patreon community? We build connection. So the Patreon community is affectionately called my friend zone because that is where I cultivate lessons, and I curate, I'm sorry, lessons and all the things around friendship. And I think a lot of people do a really good job at buying all the things, especially us as women. We have everybody right now. I can tell you, if you're a makeup girly, we're all getting one size setting spray because she is T. Okay, we're all getting one size setting spray. We're all making sure we have the perfect bikinis for our summer vacations and all the things, right? But what we're not making sure of is that we continue to thrive in our relationships or start to thrive in our relationships. And so the Patreon community gives you the opportunity to do that. There's a donation of $10 a month so that I'm able to continue to produce this content that you guys love and like so much. Friend Fusion is not yet sponsored, but it will change. That's gonna change. So, you feel me? You gotta say yet, friend. I'm trying to encourage y'all too. Don't just let the story in here. I'm gonna put yet. And so the Patreon community enables me to create the content. And so I'm really grateful to everybody who's already a part of it. If you're here and you're a part of my community, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Me and Brady have been running with Friend Fusion since 2022. And I feel like people didn't really come to know what it was until we had a viral video at the end of 2023. So if you're watching this right now, I just want to encourage you, if you're in the beginning steps or anything, just keep going. It didn't happen until the end of 2023, and then last year we had a baby, and it just, yeah. So by God's grace, we've been able to continue, and I want to continue. So I encourage you to join the Friend Zone community. I feel like you guys will be extremely blessed by it. Um, I think that's it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Remember, you do have autonomy over your life and your relationships through God's grace. And if you decide you don't want to be connected to somebody, guess what? You don't have to. If you decide you don't want to stay in their relationship, guess what? You don't have to. And sometimes you ain't even got to go chasing that thing down. You ain't even got to go get closure, because sometimes the closure is literally what they did or what they said. That is the closure. And I feel like a lot of times we invite chaos into our lives by trying to go and have a conversation. So I'm very prayerful about, taking on conversations that may not even be in God's will for me. I think I'm more in a season of acceptance, accepting that it is what it is, accepting that they don't like me like that, accepting that, whatever it is, accepting even that I'm not always a victim in relationships and situations. I'm really not. None of us are. We do a good job at taking it on, but I think choosing to see objectively, not just about how people make me feel. I don't know why I'm saying this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is for somebody. But listen, I think choosing to see objectively, not just how I make people feel, but also how, not, sorry, choosing to objectively see not just how people make me feel, but also how I make people feel has really changed my relationships. It's not so, like, if you come to me and you say, Trin, when you said that or when you did it, that really hurt my feelings. I'm not mad that your feelings hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's helped me a lot. Like, that's really helped me a lot. I feel like people can trust me more. I feel like my friends and family trust me more. I feel like they can be vulnerable with me because it's safe to be vulnerable with me. And a lot of us are looking for vulnerability in our relationships, but it's not safe to be vulnerable with you, because as soon as I tell you something, you upset and you mad, and it's all of this and all of that, and so it's a two-way street. I just feel like to say that before. Friendship alignment is a two-way street. Healthy connection is a two-way street, and you have to be able to see objectively and not always pick up the role of the victim when you have conflict with people. The thing is, disagreement is normal, conflict is normal, misunderstandings are normal. All of that stuff is normal. It's the behavior that follows that is not so normal, like talking about people, posting subliminals, going all off on a tangent, plotting on people. That is what is not normal. Unfortunately, it's normal for a lot of people, but that's what keeps us also from thriving in our relationships, from being connected to the right people. Because people don't want to be connected to people that don't make them feel good. None of us do, right? And so if you're a person who that people don't feel good around or about, then you won't have healthy relationships. But that starts with you choosing not to always be the victim. Don't do that. Don't be a victim all the time. Listen to what somebody else is saying. And sometimes people's perspective is merely off what they've experienced in their lives. All of us, our perspectives are shaped by how we were raised, the things that we've done, the things that we've experienced, the people that we've experienced. And so everything ain't even always a personal attack. So I've learned to be gentle with even my correction of things. Instead of me saying, well, I was just trying to help your stupid self. Hey, so when I did that, I thought I would be helping you. But next time what I do is I'll ask you how you want to be helped. You shouldn't be walking through life cutting everybody off. You're going to be tired and you're going to be lonely and you ain't going to have no community and you ain't going to have no help. And a lot of people are saying, I don't need people. As long as I got Jesus, lie. God is in people. God is, the Bible says, greater is he that is in me. If you cut people off, you cut God off. You cut his hand off. So I want you to be encouraged to, number one, apologize, take accountability. Two, you're not always the one that's in the right. And always trying to get it right is why a lot of us get it wrong. Now, I didn't preach and I'm gonna go, but always wanting to be right is why a lot of us always get it wrong. Always wanting to be right, cannot see it from another perspective, cannot honor somebody else's experience of you. Things I've had to, and I'm not a perfect person, I'm not a perfect friend. It's me honoring my friends' experience of me that's made me better. You get what I'm saying? Honor people's experience of you. You're not experiencing you, they are. So you gotta be mindful of that. Hey, friend. Oh yeah, friend. People wanted to make it right with you. Yeah, sometimes they can't make it right with you because they talk too much and all that kind of carrying on. But I love y'all. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning into this live. I love y'all. That's it. I really do. Thank you guys for supporting my content. Thank you to everybody subscribing on YouTube. I'm so grateful. I really am truly am so grateful. Last year when I had BJ, I didn't think I would become a full-time content creator. That's insane. But I'm so grateful to everybody who has subscribed to my Patreon community because contrary to what some people believe, $10 is a lot of money to some people a month. And I got people I believe ain't just not thinking about their $10. They really think about their $10. It's a lot to them, right? And I'm just so grateful for people who believe in me, who support me. And a lot of people are gonna thank people when they make it. But I just want to be diligent in that every step of the way, every chance I get to say thanks to y'all for clicking on my lives, watching my videos, for sharing it with your friends, because you guys are helping to change my life. That's just what it is. You guys really are, and I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I'm being so serious. So I appreciate everybody so much. Whether it's a like, share, a comment, whether it's subscribe to the Patreon, subscribe to the YouTube, or just telling other people about the content. I'm grateful for y'all. I really am. I can't say it enough. It probably gets annoying. My friend says I say I'm grateful so much. She said you always said I'm grateful, but people don't have to be nice to you. People don't have to think about you, be kind to you, or support you. And that's how I was raised. So when I start to thank people, it gets a bit excessive because my mom said people don't got to be kind to you. And it's very kind to share my content. It's very kind to support it, to subscribe, all the things. And so my heart is full. I love y'all. I'm praying that you guys have a great rest of the week. Please come into Patreon so you can be in for this episode of Friendfusion tomorrow with Jackie Hill Perry, walking through fire. What it means to walk through the fire. I promise you, you're going to be healed. Your perspective will definitely be transformed. And I can also promise you that when you come into this community, you're going to experience God in a way that you possibly never have before. You're going to feel loved, you're going to feel seen, you're going to feel cared for, and you're going to know that nobody can cancel you. That's what the friend zone is all about. We don't do cancel culture over here. So I love y'all. If you felt rejected, come to the Patreon community. You feel loved, come to the Patreon community. If you're just trying to get better in a relationship, come to the Patreon community. Okay. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Deuces, everybody. If y'all want to see this live saved, I'm gonna save it on YouTube. Okay. I'm saving it on YouTube. So I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends.